Wait. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Oh no. No, no, no.
Oh my gosh. Chad, just when I needed a team.
Oh. Hi, Stacy.
And hello, Chad's friend. You are...
She's not a friend. She's a scientist. And she's super duper busy. We have to get going.
I have time. I can time travel after all.
Ooh, quirky. I like it. Look, Chad and Miss Scientist, I'll let you in on an open secret. These people are crazy. Chad, as my ex, you know how neat I am. These Walmart people just forced me to wash my hands with their dirty water used by everyone here. And don't even get me started on the soap.
Ma'am, please wash your hands at the hand washing stations.
Oh, hi. You really don't need to worry about me. I carry around my hand sanitizer everywhere. It's homemade and a 100% organic.
Ma'am, you cannot shop here without washing your hands.
Sheesh, fine. I hope these dirty sinks are not dirty. Oh gosh. After this, I need to use my hand sanitizer again. And I just did that like 2 minutes ago.
Also, ma'am, are you with him?
Why, yes. He's my fiancé. He does research with me on homemade hand sanitizers.
Right. Well, we have one adult per family policy, so only one of you can go in.
Wait, you can't do that. You can't tell someone where they can go or not go.
I can, ma'am. Just doing my job. We want everyone to be safe, including both of you. Let's not escalate this.
Sheesh, making me leave my fiancé outside? For what? I'm sorry? I thought this was Walmart. What happened to, like, my rights and freedom? It was insane. I felt like I was in prison or something. Am I so out of touch? No. It's the sheeple that are wrong. I can't believe I was forced to wash my hands and leave my fiancé outside like he's some dog.
Sheeple?
Stacy, I'm sure they have good intentions. You know...
Chad, this is why we ended. You have to question these things. Why are we forced to do anything? Who's trying to sell you extra soap and sinks? Since when did Walmart have the right to control what people can and can't do?
Well, actually...
Actually, yes. Miss Scientist? I'm so glad we have a proper scientist here. There's so much evidence right now that hand sanitizers are a must, and we're forced to just wash our hands and break apart families?
Okay, Stacy. I sense that you're angry.
I am not angry.
Okay, well, where are you getting all this information?
Ooh, I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you on my iPad. Here. Welcome to our group. We collect data about health and lifestyle here. See? Well, we have all sorts of experts here. We only accept people like us.
What do you mean?
You have to sign up to post in this group. Both of you can apply, but only if you pass our entry test.
Oh, I love tests, but that means this isn't an open forum and is prone to an echo chamber, right? Let me explain. With technology today, there's lots of ways to share information. And when you get information from various places, you might want to ask whether you are in an open forum or in an echo chamber. An echo chamber is a place where the people involved all like to say similar things. This may be because they share similar social identities, goals, and worldviews. On the other hand, we have an open forum where everyone can freely share ideas, even if they disagree with what was said before.
Ooh, I love open forums.
I do too. But Stacy, the social media page you've shown us might be closer to an echo chamber than you think.
What do you mean? Anyone can post.
Yes, but people have to pass your test. And based on how all the comments simply agree and, well, echo what was already said, this really is more like an echo chamber.
Well, But if I let anyone post and comment, we'll just get a bunch of weird people, like always saying how we're wrong.
That might feel better than being occasionally told you might be wrong about something. But is it helpful to you or your friends to never hear other arguments? To always and only hear the same ones?
Well, if you think of echo chambers like that, wouldn't almost everything be one? I mean, scientists all like to say the same things. Different political parties all like to say the same things. And so on.
You're right. Everyone, even scientists, can fall victim to bias in echo chambers. But the more everyone is aware of echo chambers and why they are appealing, the more we can be smart about handling information coming from them. It can be helpful to explore what information is out there beyond your own echo chambers.
I guess it can be helpful to think outside of the box once in a while.
Exactly. It doesn't hurt to know where your confidence in your beliefs really comes from.
Okay, so echo chambers are places where people with biases make those biases even stronger. But what exactly are biases? I mean, it means having a tendency to be for or against something, right? What kind of biases are out there?
Great question. There are many types, but for now we can focus on examples of biases that influence how we deal with information. Maybe because you like to play devil's advocate and root for less popular ideas, you might be biased against ideas people find popular. Maybe you like to believe that certain people are the most knowledgeable about a topic, and you tend to disagree with anything that isn't approved by those people. Remember how we just talked about echo chambers and open forums? If you're in an echo chamber, it might be awkward if someone suddenly disagrees with what everyone is saying. Right? Basically, people have social identity needs, and so they like to fit in. But fitting in and agreeing with people isn't a bad thing at all. We just need to be aware of what social group we are a part of, how that group deals with information, and how our desire to preserve membership to that group might influence our thinking.
So what I'm hearing is all of these people who mindlessly listen to the government, they're just so biased. Ugh. This makes me so mad.
Mad? Ooh, I got this. Stacy, I know being forced to wash your hands upsets you, but being upset can definitely impact how you practice media literacy. Let me teach you about mindful breathing.
Chad, as a home remedy guru, I am the master of mindful breathing.
Oh wow. Well, do you feel less upset?
Yes. You know, I never thought about how checking in on my emotions can change how I think about information. Thanks, you two.
Yeah, now that we're calm, Stacy, I think you have a talent for coming up with alternative ideas and solutions for tough problems. I think it's important to ask questions on why we listen to guidelines from professionals.
Aww. Thanks, Chad. But I think you're right. Things are clicking for me a little. I guess I do think of myself as someone who's quirky and creative. And I guess the people around me on social media all tend to be people like me. And that's okay, since that's how people just naturally behave. But I also need to be aware of how that can influence my emotions and how I think about information. Maybe also what information I hear about.
So, what are your thoughts now on washing your hands here and leaving your fiancé outside? I think everyone wants safety and well-being, right?
Yeah. We all want to be safe and healthy while being respected. I still don't like how I was forced to do those things, but I can see how being upset about it can definitely push me further into thinking more extremely than I normally would. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm wondering how all of this could apply to this new thing I just learned. Did you guys know that garlic is like this magical cure for the sickness? I bet what we were talking about can be used to investigate this.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I'd love to stay, but I think the scientist can help you with that one. She already has experience.
I was thinking the same thing. Chad, you've learned so much during this shopping trip. Remember, emotions are important in media literacy.
Okay. Thanks for everything.
This is Chad. Chad's having an online video meeting with his friends.
Oh, what's that? Gargling sea salts will cure you. Well, I'm not going to say that's automatically wrong, but I think it's worth an investigation. Let's start with how I feel.